Joining us live now is the Deputy Opposition Leader Sussan Ley. Susan, good to see you. So Jim Chalmers is to spruik a better than expected budget at the top of the hour. We'll bring that to you live as it happens, folks. But a surplus well above $4.2 billion is what he's going to be talking about. What's your response to that?
Well, he shouldn't be taking credit for this, Pete, and I mean that for two reasons. Because what's behind the surplus is the record low unemployment that we handed Labor, the best unemployment figures in 50 years. Our plan, of course, was to save the workforce during the pandemic, grow the economy on the other side. And everything we're seeing on inflation, by the way, demonstrates that Labor's dropped the ball on that. But they've also dropped the ball on support for Ukraine. And I think it's disgusting that Jim Chalmers will try to take credit for a budget surplus boosted by commodity prices. This is the second reason for the surplus, Pete. Commodity prices are higher because of the war in Ukraine. Now, to take credit for the surplus and deliver such a miserable package of support, quite frankly, this government should be ashamed of themselves. We have a moral obligation to support Ukraine, and I'm quite honestly disgusted by what was announced. And now to spruik a budget surplus on the back of that, that's just not good enough.
So you think they've lucked out, when it comes to, lower unemployment, which means higher taxes plus commodity prices?
Well, they're announcing a budget surplus based on our good work and on higher commodity prices linked directly to the war in Ukraine that they are not supporting in the way that every Australian would expect them. But coming back to cost of living, Pete, and the numbers are the numbers, and people will listen to them and hear the interpretations by the forecasters and the economists, but they know that their cost of living is going up. They know as we go into winter, they're choosing between heating and eating on some days, and they know that the price spiral is not getting any relief anytime soon. So if you don't have a proper plan on inflation, the numbers, never mind what they are, and they're not good, the numbers going forward are going to underpin, unfortunately, an economy that can't support Australians who are looking for relief from those cost of living increases.
It is a good story, to be sure, though, about the budget, and you do make some fair points there, re-commodity prices and unemployment as well. So with that said, how long do you suspect this surplus, these good times, would last for?
Well, Pete, I don't have that crystal ball, so I can't forecast accurately. However, what I do know is that if you don't have a proper plan on inflation, you are not going to have cost of living coming under control. And what that leads to is pain for the average household budget and, of course, higher interest rates, higher than they should be, and higher mortgage repayments. So we've not seen that proper plan. We've not seen that from this government, and I'll be tuning in with interest to see what Jim Chalmers says, but I'm disgusted with this appallingly miserable package to support Ukraine and then spruiking a budget off the back of those increased commodity prices because of that war.
If inflation data, this is also out today, Susan, if it drops to 6% today, that's in line with economist expectations. Would you be pleased with that?
I'm not going to be pleased until I see the average household actually able to get their budget, their weekly budget, under control. As I said, these numbers are high. We had an unexpected increase last month in inflation. Yep. Let's see what today brings. But these numbers are too high, and unless this government can deliver a plan that looks after families, that looks after Middle Australia. Pete, we've all left the building, and that might be the reason for the big smile on my face. I'm out in my electorate in Western New South Wales. I'm travelling west down the Murray River shortly. I'm going to meet people in small rural communities that are going to approach me telling me how hard it is for them. And these are the people that Anthony Albanese's government needs to have front and centre.
Okay. Are you getting online for Taylor Swift tickets today, Sussan Ley?
Look, I love Taylor Swift, but I just don't think I can find the... I'd like to say I have the connectivity down the river. It's improving, but it's not great. And I think you need 5G and a very heavy wireless.
Yeah, which
yes, indeed.
Which you're unlikely to get. Sussan Ley, appreciate that. Thank you.